Hey, on Christmas night, we've got a doubleheader on TNT. We start you off with the Lakers and the Bulls. Follow that up with the Golden State Warriors and the Clippers. That's Christmas night. Hit the air at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And as part of our coverage that night, we'll have a conversation with Craig Sager. Sat down the other day with Craig and had conversations with Craig Jr., and who was there, obviously, and he was the guy who, when they did the bone marrow transplant, the son was the donor for Dad. And Stacy Sager, his wife, who was there every step of the way as Craig battled leukemia since April. And he hopes to be back on the air, and we have our fingers crossed sometime after the first of the year, maybe around the All-Star game, we don't know. But it's been quite a journey for Craig, and here's just a sampling of what you'll see. Do you remember what you were thinking in terms of how much longer do I have with my kids? I mean, were you thinking in those kind of life and death terms at that point?
No, some people said I was naive to the situation. I was in denial. For somebody who's been with Turner 33 years, I never missed a day of work. I was never sick. I was always running around, burning the candle at both ends. This was just, it's not me. I gotta get back to work. Maybe I was in denial, because I certainly didn't think it was going to be this long a process.
Craig looked good. He's obviously he's lost some weight. Spirits have been good. Been so optimistic the entire time, and still goes and sees the doctor and has checkups and that kind of thing. But he showed me a certificate they gave him the other day for reaching this stage of his recovery from a transplant. And
Ernie, I've been with Turner a long time, and one of the bright spots. I love the people who work here at Turner and Craig's. People actually, he's world-renowned because of his clothing. But the one thing we can all say about Sags, we know him well. What a nice man.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a true story, Ernie. Craig Sager is the reason why I'm sitting here, because I was my first year here at Turner is just you and I working together. And we used to have those offices, and Craig and I shared an office together. And I got a phone call to actually be part of a coaching staff. And he looks at me and he goes, "Are you thinking about coaching?" He's like, "Hey, do you realize how good you can be at this?" He's like, "You'll be a better analyst than you would be a coach." And I went home and I thought about it, and I stayed at Turner because of that. So Craig Sager is the reason I've stayed at Turner.
Yeah, two things Craig was wrong. You suck as an analyst. And wait, what exactly do you do in your office?
Yeah, don't worry about all that.
That was a long time
ago.
When Kenny needed it.
Thanks, Craig. I appreciate it.
You
were right.
Hey, come on, man. Tell me what
Can't wait to see you, Craig.
Man.
You see all these events and things I'm doing in the world, man?
But check it out on Christmas Day. Craig Sager and Stacy and Craig Jr. And we'll be back in just a second.